Greetings and salutations, how's my doing? So we looked at quite a few of the animated Scooby Doo movie films, starting with the ones from from the 80s with Shaggy, Scooby, and Scrappy. Then we looked at some of them from the turned out Zombie Island to eventually Cyber Chase. Now, looking at Scooby Doo from 2002. And this film was directed by a filmmaker who, in a way, when you think about it, as kids, we may think,
oh, too easy.
You know how to fly this thing?
No.
Not to break a nail. Here's the kibble.
ha! Funny! But as adults, we look back and go, I'm not saying that about this film. I'm just saying, we expect it from the director. In this case, Raja Gosnell. He's done this film. He even did the Smurfs movie. So, yeah, this was in a way, Warner Brothers trying to say, let's bring Scooby-Doo and the gang to live action. So, yeah, let's talk about Scooby-Doo. So the plot revolves around a mystery incorporated, a gang of 4 young adults, and a talking Great Dane who solve mysteries, who reunite after a 2-year disbandment to investigate a mystery at a popular-themed tropical island resort. I actually saw this as a movie as a kid in theaters. I know a lot of my friends did. We saw it and all that. And yes, I know a lot of folks today, Doug Walker has reviewed this film. That was the film that he, originally ended his show with in a way. And yeah, I'm gonna be honest that some of the things I kind of like about this film, whether it is say the opening sequence with the lunar ghost, opening, with that, and I think when we first had the sequence in which it's him about to blow fire.
Like there's a ghost right behind me, isn't there?
And all that in the shot of the massive fire. Okay, that is a great way to say, okay, yes, this is Scooby-Doo, yet at the same time, this isn't the cartoon. Because originally this film was gonna be a lot darker in a way. There was gonna be the idea of having Scooby and Shaggy actually be, actually be the.
This is primo. Oh man, talk about toasted. Man, the only thing I like better than an eggplant burger is a chocolate-covered eggplant burger.
And actually, there was also the idea of having Velma be a lesbian in this film. But some of those things were thought, no, can't do it. I mean, James Gunn wanted to. He even wrote the screenplay. And I do have to say that I kind of like some of the ideas that they're going with in this film. Especially, say, the sequence when they are in the Spooky Island castle and all that, and when the attraction comes to life.
Oh, got baptism on this school.
Green room!
Now for the main course.
Oh.
You! Feast on this!
And all that, I think, okay, this looks awesome. Like, you know, like, set-wise, like, you know, like, the pendulums and all that stuff. Okay, this looks great. Like, as a kid, you felt like, oh my gosh, in a way. Like, because at that time, especially when I saw it, you wouldn't really expect or see the Scooby Doo gang in danger. Well, I mean, as a kid, we probably did watch Scooby Doo on Zombie Island. At the same time, it was like, say, this is really different. Yes, I did have to cringe at times when they had the big heart joke sequence.
Are you challenging me? Maybe.
Pull my finger. Uh-oh, too late.
You're in trouble. Oh boy.
Like, yep, it has one of those. Yes, I understand, like, say, we all we'll have had a good fart joke, but at the same time, you realize, like, say, okay, you get, like, one or two, and that's it. It's like, a fart joke should just be, like, say, you know, like, say, oops, sorry. Not just, like, say, you know, doing it just because, challenge all that. Yeah, I have heard that, like, some, like, you know, that there was a bit of criticism on the, like, you know, look of Scooby Doo. At the same time, I'm gonna say this. Yeah, I think he looks, like, you know, he looks good. And, yeah, at the same time, I kind of wish what the filmmakers had done for him was, I wish they could have done some, like, say, what, Kevin James had done for Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back, because they had a Scooby Doo reference. And
Right, Ray and Ray with a Bob.
that movie. And yeah, yeah, I think this film can be fun at times when it's trying to be rather silly. Like, it has a bit of, like, poking fun of, like, say, hey, everyone doesn't like Scrappy and all that. Like, there's a flashback to him where he's just a total little dick.
That little egomaniac had flipped his lid.
Scrappy, I told you, no urinating on deck.
It was an accident!
You were marking your territory.
You don't have the scrote for this job, Pally! Ah, listen up, losers. The time has come that you appoint me your unquestioned leader. Either that, or I'm out of here. What's the idea? You can't do this to me!
And I'm just thinking, like, say, wait, was this really how people viewed Scrappy? And at the same time, like, yes, I grew up, like, watching Scrappy Doo, the Scooby Doo and Scrappy and all that, and, you know, like, all those ones with Scrappy films and all that.
We lost the snake demon, but don't worry, Shaggy, we'll get him.
Don't worry.
Me? Me worry? Huh. If that snake demon ever shows his scaly face again, we'll know what to do. We'll...
Okay, demon, I'm gonna have to splat you, and it'll be awful.
I always liked him. I guess, yeah, like, maybe him going, splat, come on, and all that stuff, can be a bit, like, say, draining. Yeah, at the same time, I was kind of like, say, why have him be the antagonist and all that? And yeah, I do kind of like the fact that Shaggy has, like, you know, a girlfriend, in this case, Mary Jane.
Okay, I'm calling for help. No, I got this. I got this.
I don't got this.
You know, pun on pot and all that. And yeah, I think that's kind of funny. It's kind of silly. And yeah, like the film has a bit like, say, self-referentialness to it. It's trying to poke fun of Scooby Doo in a way, like say, instead of like it's trying to be goofy about it, like say whether it's the idea of Fred being a narcissist in a way, like, you know, fool himself. And yeah, I kind of think that Scooby and Shaggy, especially Shaggy, he is, like, compared to the cartoons, yes, he is a lot braver than he is in the cartoons. Like, he has a bit more of, like, say, hey, like, yeah, I don't like castles, but I'm going to go on this adventure with my pals and all that.
Now look, who's your best buddy?
Raggy.
That's right. And who's my best buddy in the whole wide world?
Scooby Doo.
That's right, Scoob. You are. We're like two trippy peas in a far-out pod, man. And best buddies, they trust each other. So let's do what we do best. Let's run out of here, screaming in fear, like a couple of lunatics, okay?
Okay.
And yeah, I thought, like, yeah, like, I had some fun watching it. I guess, like, say, like, when it comes to, like, we have some great performances from all the actors in the film, whether it's Rowan Atkinson, he does a good job.
And now, to complete the transformation, I shall absorb the pure one.
And I do kind of like the looks of all the little, like, corporeal heads, like, when folks are just like, say, hey, like, help me find my way back to my body, man, and all that. Yeah, it's silly. I think it's kind of funny. I do wish that at the same time, like, you know, they kept some of the humor of this.
Get your hands off me. Daphne? He planned this somehow, didn't he?
Hey, good looking.
Fred, you egocentric.
Please tell me you guys are you.
Fred keeps touching me. Kinda makes you nostalgic for the homicidal creatures, doesn't it?
Yet at the same time, they kind of elevated some of the horror aspects. Not like, say, like, you know, hard PG-13, but almost like a bit more spooky in a way. Cause that would have been funny too. In a way. Hey, like, it's like, say, it's Scooby Doo, but it's goofy, and at the same time, like, say, ooh, there's some bite to this. Anyway. And yeah, I do kind of wish that the Luna Ghost had been the main antagonist, mostly because the poster for the film is kind of like misleading, because he's the, you know, standing in the shadows kind of thing. But yeah, looking back, yeah, I think this one is funny. It has its charm to it.
Shoot again, señorita!
Not this time. Now who's the damsel in distress?
Me?
Straight up.
And sometimes it also has, it's just like, say, thanks, where we go. Yeah. Yeah. That was a product of the time. Like, you know, cameos and such. But, yeah. Yeah. See you next time.